What's up, guys? My name is Bryan Carreto, and on this channel, I teach you accounting, audit, and everything it takes to be an awesome CPA. Today, I'm going to talk about a topic that really hit home for me today. Today is Labor Day in the United States. I live in Mexico City, so I'm not really privy to a lot of the holidays that happen, but given that I have a lot of U.S. clients, I still obviously have a lot of U.S. ties, my family lives in the U.S., I found out today is Labor Day. And with that, just, taking a little bit of time off just in the morning, and obviously I had to work on some stuff later in the day, I started just thinking, and my mind started wandering about a bunch of different things, even though I'm 10 years into my career and you would think that I have it all figured out. I don't. There's a lot of times that a lot of self-doubt still comes in, a lot of the imposter syndrome that I really dealt with a lot in my early career, I still struggle with now. I sometimes can't believe the life that I live and what I want to do. And a lot of the times what causes me anxiety in my professional and personal life is the future. Thinking about what the heck am I going to do? Where's my career going to go? What am I going to end up doing? Those thoughts still cross my mind. And today I was reminded that you just really have to focus on the work in front of you today. I know it sounds really cliche and really dumb, but that's really, if I can look back at the last decade of my career, what has really just kept me going is obviously having a goal that you're working towards, but not fixated on the outcome, but fixated on the work you're doing every single day. Like the Bible says, you reap what you sow. And I firmly believe that. Looking back at my career, if I can just put what has got me to where I am today, it's doing the work day in, day out. And I think more than anything, the worst thing you can do is start worrying about, let's say you are studying for the CPA exam, and don't focus so much on, hey, obviously your goal, yes, is to get the CPA license. That's the end goal, and that should be your goal. But instead of focusing on, hey, obviously, maybe, what's going to be on the exam or what they're going to ask me or what they're not going to ask me or what am I going to get on the exam or I want to get a 90. Focus on doing your multiple choice questions today. Focus on getting through your simulations. Focus on getting through the material you said you were going to do today, tomorrow, and this week and this month. Focus on what's in front of you. Focus on the work that's at hand. I think that's the best way to not get anxiety and to not get frustrated and to not start stressing out about what's going to happen in the future, because a lot of things can happen and there's various different factors and so many different things can happen in your life. But I feel like as long as you have one goal in mind of whatever it is you want to do, and not necessarily focusing on the outcome of how you get there, but focusing on the work that you're doing every single day. And I think it's so cliche to say, but it's so true. Focus on what you can control. And today I had to remind myself of that. I literally had to kind of take a step back and really analyze, okay, where am I at right now? Where do I want to be? And what steps do I need to take to get there? And all I need to do is not focus so much on what's going to happen, what I'm going to get, how it's going to happen, but focus on, okay, what work do I need to do today, tomorrow, this week, this month in order to get to where I want to be. And I feel like that's the only way to really get away from having a lot of stress and anxiety in our lives, because when we start thinking about where am I going to be at next year, where am I going to be at in 2 years or 5 years, we start stressing out about things that are so out of our control. Like I said, so many things happen in your life, so many movement. If you had told me 2 years ago that I was going to be living in Mexico, I would have told you you're absolutely crazy. But I did have somewhat of a goal long term to do certain things. And it's funny how just focusing on the work day in and day out, things just start happening for you. And it's hard. It's so funny that I look back at my life and my 10 years of my career, even in my personal life, and the harder I work, the luckier I always got. And the more I focus on just doing what I told myself I was going to do day in and day out, whether it was studying for my CPA exam and trying to get my CPA license, all I really focused on was, okay, I need to do X amount of multiple choice questions today. I need to do X amount of reading. I need to do X amount of sims. I need to do this today, this week. If I get through this chapters, then I'll get through. And that's really all you can focus on, is getting the work done day in and day out, and the outcome will come. The outcome is out of your control. But one thing that I firmly believe in, especially now looking back at my career and my life, is that you will reap what you sow. and the work that you put in will yield the results. It's like Newton, I think it's Newton's third law. I may be saying this wrong. Please correct me in the comments if I do. But for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And that is so true, because everything I've done in my life, even when I was buying my first rental property, all I focused on the 5 years leading up into it was saving a certain amount of money each month, every month. And that's it. I couldn't control whether the market was up or down when I was ready to buy a house. I couldn't control if someone brought in a better offer than I did. All I could control was I need to have X amount of dollars in this amount of years, and that's it. Where the market is at that point in time is outside of my control. But looking back at it now, focusing on just the work I had to do each and every day led me to the success I have now. And I can tell you, even 10 years into my career, I still have these moments where I think about, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? What am I going to do? But being able to reflect on it today and being able to just take a step back and analyze, okay, I have a goal. What work do I need to do to get there? If I do the work, I know good things will come. Because like Newton's third law says, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And like one of the best books in the world ever written says, you will reap what you sow. If you found value in this video, make sure to smash the like button below. Till next time, peace.